Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Welcome to the Enter The Fangirls podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Lexie, and we're two girls with a slight obsession of everything pop culture.
Happy Milf Appreciation Day.
Yay!
It's not that day when we're filming this, but
Still. It could be a whole month.
It could be. Yeah, it's Mother's Day when this is being posted. If that wasn't clear.
Their special bonus episode.
Yeah, it's our special bonus.
Needed to be done.
It's been on the list
reasons.
for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We spent an hour trying to figure out how we're gonna just do this.
There's just no good way.
No, because it just doesn't make sense to just sit here and talk about them, which we could.
Yeah.
That might not be interesting, A, and B, cohesive enough for everybody else to follow.
Yeah.
Because the way we talk is just, like, not gonna keep everybody.
No. If you guys didn't know.
I forgot one. Sorry, I told you more people would come to me.
Oh my god. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, we're Milf enthusiasts. My Twitter handle is actually 90s Milf, so just a slight addiction. It's very unhealthy, but it's okay.
But it's unhealthy in a good way.
It's harming no one.
No. If you don't know what a MILF is, like if you've been living under a rock.
Yeah.
It stands for Mother I'd Like to Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it. I just kind of think of it, like, not even in that way. I just kind of think of it as, like, I just kind of love you. I kind of want to be your friend. Yeah. I want to hang out with you. I want to be inside your skin kind of thing. And I just think you're pretty. And I love you.
Yeah, no, I'm the exact opposite. I want to
well, yeah,
jump
depends
you.
on the person.
Yeah. But so the easiest way we thought of this is to put them into tiers.
Yes.
Which I feel like everyone who like stands people can agree with this. There's some people that you stand to the max, and then there's like the others, and like that kind of fit different categories. 5 tiers that we've decided to break this down to. Our top tier is you've watched their entire filmography, which
this is basically God tier.
Yeah.
You've watched their entire filmography. Every video that comes up when you search up their name on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're pretty much all of your camera roll. They've been your profile picture at some point. Yeah.
You've gone through the dark web to find the hard filmography that
you have scrolled to the bottom of their social medias.
Yeah.
You have gone through their friends' social medias for pictures. That's the one that's bordering on obsession, but in a healthy way.
Yeah. Like if they're coming near you, like you want to go find them.
Yeah. Like when Machen was coming, spoiler alert, she's my top tier, obviously. But like when she was coming close to me, I dropped like $600 and I was gonna go meet her. But we don't talk about that story because it did not happen.
Yeah, no, don't know what you're talking about.
No, don't know what you're talking about. Never happened. What are you talking about?
No. Our next tier is you watched a good bit of their filmography. Like enough to where like you go out and want to watch it, but you're not willing enough to go into the dark web to find it. Yeah,
I think it's like one where you could be like, yeah, I've seen like 50% of their filmography, and you can confidently say that.
Yeah.
You can like confidently call yourself like a stan.
Yeah. Okay. The next tier is their 25% of your camera roll, which, you know, if your God tier is probably 100% of your camera roll.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a few that, like, I love, and I've watched, like, some of their filmography, but, like, they make up a good portion of my camera roll as well.
Yeah.
Then the next tier is, I see a picture of you and I think you're hot, where they might just come across your timeline or, like, a magazine, and you're like, yeah, you're really pretty, and you think that every single time you see a photo of them, but, like, that's kind of it. Like a little innocent crush.
Like, yeah, like you kind of like, they're not always on your radar.
Yeah.
But when they come across, you're just like, okay, wow.
Yeah.
Like, if you find out they have a new project, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go see that.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last tier is I vibe with you. Kind of like in a friend way.
Yeah.
Like, you're chill, you seem cool, you're pretty, like, let's be friends.
Basically.
Yeah. I also want to preface that no matter what tiers these women are in does not mean I love anyone less than the other.
No.
We've all gone through the phases, and they usually stick, but like,
Yeah.
they come in and out again, like styles and trends.
Yeah. Agreed.
We have a few.
I feel like I still want to like move some of these around.
Yeah, I know. I can't even think about.
I think I have to move one.
I can't move any because I just.
Well, I don't know, man. It's so hard.
It is. But like I said, you love each and every one of them.
Yeah. Agreed.
Should we just kick this off with the one and only that's made the top tier on both of our lists?
I have 2 in my top tier. They're kind of on the same level for me though, but yes, our number 1 that we share. She's special. She brought us together. Yeah, we are friends because of her. Yeah. This podcast is because of her.
Yes, it is.
Miss Machen Amick.
Queen. She is, I think, the sole purpose of why I like high-strung moms in TV shows.
Yeah, she's the blueprint.
Literally.
She is everything.
And she's just like when everyone was hating on Alice Cooper, we were like,
no. It's like, no, you're coming for my wife.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to speak on her.
Yep. No.
I get her. I get her.
Yeah.
I think we'd be friends.
She is everything.
She's so funny.
Like Sam said, like she was gonna fly to the other side of Canada. I bought Comic-Con tickets to go see her.
Yeah.
Did not attend another event at Comic-Con besides
Comic-Con tickets are expensive.
Yeah.
So you know it's real.
Yeah.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that we also donated probably upwards of like $500 to her foundation?
Sometimes I forget I also like won that and spoke to her.
Yeah. I lived vicariously through her.
Yeah. Just literally.
She followed me at one point. That's my.
Oh yes.
That was that was a time.
I don't think I've watched. There's some stuff of her filmography which is like super hard to find, but
Bombshell.
like yeah.
I've still never been able to see Bombshell in full, and I'm very upset about that.
I know.
Justice for baloney boobs.
You haven't seen it in full?
No, I've never been able to find it.
I found it somewhere.
If you ever find it, please send it to me.
We'll watch it when you come, because I think it's in the U.S.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's not here. None of our stuff is here, basically.
Love that. Yeah, literally probably watched everything that I could possibly find on her.
Yeah. And some of her stuff, you have to dig for, like claw for.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to find.
It is,
and that's dedication. If you're willing to get a virus for them, that's dedication.
If you're willing to sit through awful TV shows and movies for them, that's love.
I had to watch her make out with Kiefer Sutherland, and if you watched our last episode, I'm scared of him.
When did you make
it? In this show called Fallen Angels.
Okay, that's
it
one
was
I haven't
very
seen.
brief.
Okay.
She wasn't in it much.
I want to see it. What's the Viva
Lawland? It's good. Come here. It's on a streaming service here in Canada.
Stop. Wait, I have a VPN. I know what I'm doing.
I will hook you up. I will hook you up.
Thank you. But yeah, she's just our queen, our blonde, mental health, adorable little queen.
Yeah, she's like a, I don't know, a ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
In form.
She is.
She's kind of a little off her rocker sometimes, and I think that makes her better.
Yes. Okay. Do you want
my other one though here is Faith Hill. If you know me, she's my queen. She has been since I was in 7th grade, so I was literally 12. This is a lifelong love affair.
Yeah.
And to me, she's just right up there. Like, there are 3 people who will forever be my top 3 favorite people, and it's Machen, Faith, and Celine Dion, who is not on this list because it just felt wrong for some reason, and I can't explain why.
Fair.
Just, she's too pure to be on this list. I'm sorry, Celine, you know you belong here, though. I've gotten also Alexie. I mean, she was already kind of on the Faith train, but, like, she gets it.
She's so pretty.
She just, like, she gets better.
She does.
And she's got a great butt. And I'm really jealous of it. And I kind of want her to drop the workout routine.
For real. And especially because, too, like, Faith goes MIA for how many years and then comes back?
She'll be, like, MIA 11 months and 25 days out of the year.
So if you stick with someone, if you stick with someone through their MIA, like, hardcore. Hardcore.
Yeah. She's also very pretty in person. She walked past me, she held my hand. She's very pretty in person. I love her.
I love that.
Also, go see her live. She's great. Highly recommend. But she also never tours. And she's a singer who hasn't released anything in, like, 10 years.
They felt
Love you, though, girl.
Yeah.
It's a long haul, baby.
I have 3 more in this category.
In the top tier one?
Yeah.
I thought you said you only had 1.
No.
Oh, I thought you said you only had 1. Okay, I'm intrigued.
I have a few. Okay.
I would have let you. I would have switched it up between us.
It's
two
okay. It's okay.
My bad.
I'll be brief. So my next one is Marsha Cross.
Yeah.
I was going back and forth between this one and then I watched a good portion of your filmography, but I literally watched all of Melrose Place for her, and Melrose Place is long as fuck because
it's a soap opera.
Yeah, so there's an episode on every single week of the year, so that's like 30 something episodes a season.
Mhm.
And then this girl died. Spoiler alert. But she's my psycho baby, and I love her. And I did watch still a decent amount of her filmography. It's like super hard to find some of her stuff because it's so old. I actually started watching like the first thing that she
forgot
ever in. Yes, because there's this YouTube account. She was in a soap opera called Edge of the Night, 30-minute episodes, and there's a YouTube account that posted all of them. But the thing is with soap operas, like I don't think I ever got past the second day in soap opera because, like, it's just so much. But she's not in every, like, consecutive episode. So I have to, like, figure out what day of episode she was in and then go find the day. And, like, when I'm binge watching something, I just want to binge watch it.
Yeah.
And, like, not pick and choose. Which this soap opera was fairly good. I probably could have just started binging it, but it's fine. But I've watched...
Did you watch Seinfeld for her?
I did watch Seinfeld. I watched SVU. I watched... She was in You, but I was already watching You. There's another show called No. Is it Eastwood or Evermore? That she was in. And Brenda is also in that.
Love
I want to watch that. I never got to watching it. Because it's, like, nowhere to be found. No, that's a lie. It can be found. I just don't want to pay to watch it.
Fair.
She played Topanga's mom in Boy Meets World. I watched that. So I've watched, like, her little guest star roles like pretty much all of her guest star roles. The ones
Which
where
I think she has the most of, probably.
Yeah, definitely. And then I've also watched Desperate Housewives 5 times for her, so I think she deserves to be in this tier.
She does.
And she's also another person who's pretty MIA for most of the year. Desperate Housewives is probably like the last bit. No, she was
We
in
have it rough.
Quantico. Yeah.
Why do our faves just have to hide on us?
I know, it's really unfair. Yeah. But I love you, Marsha. And once again, another high-strung mom. But her and Alice are really the same. I started a thread on Twitter of how Brie and Alice were the same. And I'm sure it's bookmarked somewhere, and I should probably continue it.
Yeah, because we're on season 6 of Riverdale now?
Yeah. I'm sure there's more similarities.
There definitely is.
Yeah. But the next one is Catherine Zeta-Jones, which
I don't know why you thought you only had one in this category, because these are very obvious.
Obvious. This Catherine. So I don't even remember how my phase got started with her, but I very well remember going through this phase because I lived by myself for 30 days and I just watched Catherine's entire filmography for 30 days.
Sounds like a great 30 days, though.
It was fabulous. Catherine's in more recent stuff rather than like Machen. Like, only big thing she's done recently is Riverdale, and Marsha is like just running guest things. But Catherine's going to be in that new Wednesday Addams series.
Right.
Yeah. This girl, Facebook decided to try to make TV shows, and I watched what she was in. It was actually kind of good.
Dedication, baby.
Dedication. I watched a lot of her movies, like deep dives into movies. The big one that like founded her was Zorro, and I've never seen Zorro.
I was gonna say, you watched a movie with Abigail Breslin for her.
I did, and I actually like it.
Dedication.
So that means a lot. She's just so pretty, and I love hearing her speak in her little accent, and then
no, it's so cute.
So cute and so good.
Also, just her voice in general is kind of everything.
Yeah, no, it is.
Her, like, because she does have an accent, like, her voice, like, when she's trying not to have the accent, it reminds me a lot of Toni Collette, because I just love her. I love her American accent, too.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think they both have, like, really, like, nice and, like, soothing voices. I don't know how to explain it. It's great, though.
No, I get it. But yeah, if I see Catherine's, like, in anything, I'll usually go jump to watch it, because I feel an obligation to.
I stalked her Instagram the other day.
As you should. As you should.
Yeah.
I also know that she lives in Aruba for a good portion of the year.
Oh, what?
Not Aruba, Bermuda.
I thought you said she lives in a river. I'm like, oh.
Oh, no. She has a house in Bermuda. She's there for a good portion.
Scary ass husband.
Yeah.
Sorry, Michael, but you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it, but it's okay.
It's okay. They're cute. They're cute. I will give them that. I just have a predisposition thing against him.
Yeah. I wish that he went to more of his award shows, because he's always nominated for the Kaminsky Method, but he never shows. So that means I don't get Catherine either.
Yeah, we don't care about him. We just want to see Catherine.
Yeah, exactly. She did.
That's another thing.
Recently.
If you watch their spouse at award shows just to see them in the audience, again, dedication.
Yes, it is. My last one for this category is Idina Menzel. I don't really know when I started to go through this phase with her. I kind of went in a wave. Like, I rewatched Glee my freshman year. I didn't rewatch Glee. I watched her scenes in Glee. My freshman year in college. And then I think it was when the remake of Beaches came out in 2016, 2017. Yes, 19, that is in it. Yes, in 2016, 2017. And that's when I started watching more of her filmography. I watched her episodes of Private Practice. I watched Enchanted. I watched Rent. a lot of her
Friends.
Rent.
I was gonna say, like, when was she in Friends?
No, she
I
was
can't
none
hear
of
apparently.
Friends. Well, you do have an ear infection.
True.
And then Idina's hard because she's more of a Broadway star. So I listen to every single soundtrack she's on. So I feel like that goes hand in hand with filmography. If I found like bootleg versions of her Broadway shows, her slime tutorials.
Her slime tutorials, yes.
Yes. So that's dedication. And I'm so mad that I didn't see. I'm so mad. She was in a play right before COVID, I think, and I didn't go see it. That was on me though. But I still love her. But yeah, those are my god tiers. Idina has fallen down the list a little bit because she hasn't been in a lot recently. But she's coming back again.
Okay.
And
That's
she's
the only
also my Long Island.
I'm not with you on.
Yeah, now I
That's
get it.
okay though.
No, it's fine. I don't
I'm not
get
a musical
it either.
theater person though.
Yeah.
So anyone musical theater usually just irks me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. But she's also from Long Island too, so represent.
Represent.
Okay.
So watched a video, a good portion of your filmography. I have 4 in this category.
I have 4 too.
Do I have? I either have 4, 3, or 5. It just depends.
Yeah, we're really all over the place here.
I think I'm gonna keep with my 4. I'm not gonna move anything. Do you want me to start?
Yeah.
I will go. I guess I'll kind of do this like. No, I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'll do it kind of chronologically.
Okay.
Miss Shannon Doherty. I watched Charmed when I was like 13, and if you've watched our past episodes, I don't know which ones, I've talked about it a few times. Prue Halliwell is my first ever favorite TV character. She's played by Shannon. So then after I watched Charmed, she dies in that. Awesome. But I went through such a hardcore phase for probably a year or 2. Probably longer, actually. It's never really faded out. She's just always there. But I also watched Beverly Hills 90210 for her.
Yes.
And this was when I had to watch this on YouTube because it's from the 90s. And it was not on any streaming service back in 2013, okay? So I was like watching like really fuzzy looking clips on YouTube. It was bad. And then my cousin had the DVDs, so I took them from her. But like I went through it. And then I tried to watch so much of her filmography. It's not all very good. I watched some really disgusting movie that I cannot remember the name of. Hang on, I need to find the name of it. Oh, Lampreys. Nasty, do not recommend. Absolutely disgusting, but I watched that for her. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I love her. I also watched this weird cross-country travel show she did that also wasn't very good. But you know what? Support. I think she was one of the first people I followed on Instagram too. So she's just always there. We love her.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay. My first one is Juliana Margulies, which she could be in this category or the next tier lower.
I know, that's why I almost put Shannon, but like it just kind of felt more right.
Yeah, I started watching a 15-season medical show for her.
And you hate medical shows.
I do. I really do. And I've now become attached to this medical show. And I just planned on watching the 6 seasons that she's in. But nope, I have to continue now, which is fine. But I obviously started watching her in the morning show. And I still want to watch The Good Wife, but I'm, once again, really wrapped up in the ER right now. So
I can't wait for you to watch The Good Wife.
Go to it. And I do have some of her movies on my watch list, but she's not in a lot of movies. Yeah, she's just so cute.
She is.
Love her. And also, like, people just run into her in New York City, and I'm just like, why can't that be me?
Let's pray for it when I come visit.
Yes, I think I just need to go to New York City.
Let's just like bring binoculars around, and we'll just kind of like look, be like,
Yeah.
Is that a Juliana?
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically. I also, fun fact, I started watching, well, I want to watch ER for her, but I fully went into ER thinking Juliana was a lesbian.
We only found it. We were doing a podcast episode when we found out.
Yeah. So
We
like
stopped in the middle of it and we were looking something up. I don't remember what episode it was. But we stopped in the middle of it because I asked you, I'm like, when did she become a lesbian? And then we looked it up and she isn't.
she does. Found out it's a movie. But like she looked really good in that movie, so I couldn't watch the movie because we were doing the scavenger hunt during that filming that episode, and I was way too overwhelmed with the 30 movies I had to watch. I wasn't adding another one.
No, I don't think
so.
so.
Now that we're done with that, I will be watching this movie where she becomes a lesbian. And
you'll have to give me a review.
Of course I will. Also, like, some of her interviews, I'm like, girl, are you sure you're not a little fruity? Because she's gone to gay bars to help her get into.
She's a very gay straight lady.
Yes, love that for her.
Maybe she's a little like me.
I think she is, and I love that. Yeah, she's so cute. She was my profile picture for a little bit.
So you know it's real.
Yes,
It's real love.
Very true.
My next one, again chronologically, Mira Sorvino. This one has been resurged recently with the show Shining Vale. But I watched Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. That came out very southern. I'm like, High School Reunion. But I watched that around the time I was watching Friends because I watched it for Lisa Kudrow. And then I came out a huge Mira Sorvino fan. And then I proceeded to watch all of her interviews. I know that movie word for word. I proceeded to show everyone I know that movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Check out our comfort movie episode. I've watched actually I think a good chunk of her filmography. She hasn't done a lot, and like some of it just like doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
And she's kind of more into activism at the moment, so like can't super follow all that.
Yeah.
She's in this really good sci-fi one that I almost wanted to rewatch for the scavenger hunt, but I didn't. It's called Mimic. It's really good. It's about giant cockroaches in New York. It's awesome.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, then with Shining Vale coming out, I found out she was in that with Courtney Cox, so iconic. And just, my love came back. It's just back. Every single episode I watch, I'm like, give her the award. She's so pretty. She's amazing. She outacts everybody. And she's in the episodes for probably 5 minutes of screen time.
That's so rude.
She's playing a ghost.
Oh, okay, fair.
Yeah. But I love her. And I highly recommend everybody else love her because she's adorable. She is also, it's going to sound so weird, nose goals. I think she has the best nose ever. She's got a little hoopville nose.
Fair.
It's cute. Yeah. Stan Mira Sorvino.
Love. Okay. So my next two are ones that I've like gone out to watch their filmography for, and I've watched a decent amount, but like not like more than 50%, I'd say. So the first one is Melanie Lynitsky.
That's a new one though.
It is new.
She's not new.
Somehow, what?
She's not new, but
no, she's not new. I watched Yellow Jackets, and if you haven't watched Yellow Jackets, you should watch Yellow Jackets. And I just fell in love with her. Her character is just so interesting and so funny. This is also my other thing that way women get me. If you have an affair in a TV show, I automatically love you.
Yeah, it's our toxic trait.
Yes, absolutely.
We root for affairs.
I love women who do bad things. So
That could be an episode all on its own.
Oh yes, it could be. I support women's rights, but I support women's wrongs.
Basically.
Yep. So this started back in January, February. So I did start watching a little bit of her movies. I watched things that she guest starred in, and I just love her. She's also in Sweet Home Alabama, which is one of my favorite movies.
She's in 2.5 Men, which is the only thing I know her from.
Yeah. She's in 2.5 Men. There's a show on HBO that she was in, and I keep meaning to watch it, but once again, I am so overwhelmed with TV shows and movies at the moment that, like, I just can't get into anything else right now.
I don't even remember the last time I watched a new TV. Well, Shining Vale, I guess, but.
Oh my god, no, I was talking to Macy today, and there's so many true crime thriller TV shows.
You were telling me.
We are so overwhelmed. We're like, they couldn't spread it out. Like, this is just the summer of true crime and thrillers. And speaking of thrillers, Melanie Lynskey is on a show that comes out May 9th on Hulu called Candy. Spoiler alert, she dies. But it's based on a true story, so it's fine.
Nice.
But I watched Don't Look Up for her, and I didn't like Don't Look Up. Just a few other things as well. And it blows my mind that she's Australian or New Zealand. You didn't know?
No, wait, because one of the ones I have Toni Collette on here, and she's Australian too, and I just found that out. Yeah.
It amazes me. Like, I heard her do an interview. I was like, wait, we need to go back. What? You're not from America? So she's just like, so I think you kind of touched on this when I was talking about Catherine. I think when people try to hide their American accents, they have such a dainty voice.
Yeah.
And it's so light and cute that, like, this is how that perfectly describes Melanie's voice in anything she is and where she has to hide her accent. But yeah, I love her. I think she's so funny, and adorable, and deserves the world. My little Critics' Choice Award winner, and she's gonna get more awards for Yellow Jackets. Just y'all wait and see. Okay,
my next one, Jamie Lee Curtis. Do I even need to explain it? She's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm assuming I can pinpoint this at Freaky Friday when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming I would have seen Freaky Friday before I saw Halloween.
Probably.
But I love her in Halloween. Obviously, I have rewatched Freaky Friday. I watched Freaky Friday, I think, 3 times in, like, February. I was going through a phase. I've been wanting to rewatch it, but again, with the scavenger hunt, I couldn't. It's sitting on my shelf right here. I watch her interviews. I love her Instagram. She posts about 75 times a day. She's so funny. She, like, hypes up everybody. Like, I know we don't, like, follow, like, the Taylor Swift stuff. No hate to her, but, like, something we don't follow. But, like, I think you've heard of, like, the Jake Gyllenhaal stuff.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is Jake Gyllenhaal's godmother, and she was posting about Taylor Swift. Like, she posts about everybody. It's amazing.
Stop. I love that.
And she's just, like, she's so funny. She's so cute. I'm currently on a mission to make her my most watched actress on Letterboxd this year in my Letterboxd Wrapped. I'm not doing too well with that at the moment, but I'm determined.
You still have what?
Oh, I have a while.
7 months? You're good.
Yeah, luckily, she has a lot of movies I already want to watch.
Okay.
So I'm good.
Good.
I think. But.
And it's even better with her because, like, you know she's nice because of Macy.
Oh, that's my favorite story.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I think, like, I love her, but she kind of scares me because she's so outspoken and doesn't take shit that, like, if I said the wrong thing around her, she would 100% call me out and I would cry.
I get it.
But I love her anyway. I adore her.
Yes.
Like, every little thing I find out about her just, like, makes me love her more.
Mm-hmm.
I love her. I also really want to support her, like, little business she has. Because, like, it's not really it's kind of a foundation, I guess, yeah. But she sells, like, cute little, like, things. It's this foundation called My Hand in Yours. I forget at the moment what the proceeds go to.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
Oh.
I know. I could buy, like, a baseball cap for, like, $40, but I don't want to.
But then again, how much did we spend on it?
Okay, but I was going to meet Machen with
Fair.
that.
Fair.
I'm not meeting Jamie here.
That
Jamie
is
Lee
fair.
Curtis, if you're watching this, or if your team is watching this, please go to a Comic-Con near me. I want to meet you.
Yes. Please. Is she coming? There's
She has
no
a-
Halloween coming out, right?
Yes. I'm so excited.
This October?
Yes.
Maybe she'll be at New York Comic Con.
Oh my god, if she comes, you are having me as a house guest.
You are more than welcome to stay here.
Jamie, that's your sign.
Yes. To
I
come.
will be dragging you also to come. So.
Oh, of course. Thank you. Oh my god,
That's
maybe Yellow Jackets will go.
Okay, I think we just need to go to Comic-Con.
Yeah. This is the thing about Comic-Con, though. I think tickets are already on sale, because I still get emails about tickets, but I don't want to buy tickets if, like, no one I like is going.
I know.
So
I
I'm
just
not
really
that
want Riverdale to be introduced, but I'm only going to Riverdale if Machen goes.
Yeah. Like, I'm not that hardcore of a comic stan to, like,
No.
go to Comic-Con.
I just really like celebrities.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends what celebrities were going. Because, like,
Yeah.
if there were, like, some good celebrities going that I don't mind, I'd be okay to buy tickets now. And then if I just don't.
But, like, you
know at
don't
the
even
time,
know who's going yet.
We don't. Oh my god.
No,
I'll find them.
literally.
Okay, when they're announced,
Yeah.
we will back them. Then we'll do a podcast for all of you.
Yeah. Wait, what else? What just happened in LA that Riverdale went to?
Daily Fest.
Thank you. I think Paley Fest should be coming to New York this year. I think they kind of hinted that they would.
Please
And
do.
I think it's around the same time as Comic-Con, so all our favorite celebrities, if you're listening to this, come to Comic-Con in New York and
Or
Paley
at least
Fest.
one of you.
Yeah, just one.
One of you.
Fine. It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, my next one, once again, the statement I said prior to talking about Melanie stands with this. Nev Campbell is my next one. And this phase was, like, brightened again when Scream came out back in January. And I started to go out to look for her filmography again. I started rewatching House of Cards for her. I did not get very far because I only wanted to watch her scenes. And once again, when I'm binge watching, I don't want to, like, be looking up.
Yeah.
But she's so fucking pretty.
She is.
And just the fact that she's a badass in Scream adds to the factor of why I think she's so attractive. I've also... Oh, no, I did go through a phase because I watched Wild Things for her, which highly recommend watching Wild Things. There was something else I watched for her. My Melanie, my Neff phase were going on at the same time, so it was hard to balance both of them, and I think that's why I stopped watching both of them, because I couldn't balance it. And I think I started watching ER. It was just a whole lot at once, and I couldn't handle all of it, and I was very overwhelmed. But, you know, when all my shows, I'm caught up with everything, I'll go back into my phases with them and hopefully move them up a tier. I just love them. And Nev, you better be coming back for Scream Season 6 because we're going to Montreal to find you. Scream, yes. Not Scream Season 6, Scream 6. Volume 6. We'll call it volumes.
Yeah. My last one for this category, Miss Toni Collette. Again, watch the last episode. You'll hear me talk about this. I rewatched Hereditary last month. I rewatched it yesterday, actually, as well. And I just love her. I think she's so fun. Another one who's, like, she's Australian. And I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then I had to go watch an interview, and I'm just like, holy shit. She's Australian. Like, she's Australian. Like,
Yeah.
She doesn't have a phenomenal American accent. I'm very surprised by it. She also does a really great British one. But in the span of less than a month, actually, I think, I've watched Hereditary. I've watched Little Miss Sunshine. I have watched this show called Wanderlust. I watched every interview I could find on YouTube. I watched, what's the other one I watched? Fun Mom Dinner. And then I skimmed through this movie called Miss You Already that absolutely tore me apart, and I refused to even look at the cover of it. She dies. She gets cancer. She dies. It's so fucking sad. But yeah, I love her. She's currently my profile picture on Twitter. There are like 4 movies of her in my Letterboxd watch list at the moment, just waiting to be watched. I have a TV show I'm planning to start for her. I'm in a phase at the moment.
I love that.
So it just feels right to put her here. I'm also trying to convince Alexie to become a fan, but she's still afraid of her, which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
She is a little scary, but she's also very funny. I have learned. The one interview she did, I just kind of die laughing during it. So funny. I've rewatched it like 5 times now. I love her. Highly recommend being a stan. Except she has no social media. So I cannot keep up with her. It's easy. But she's very busy. Very booked and busy.
She does seem it.
So it's good for me.
Yes, it is.
Plus, she works with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Very true.
And I have pictures of them.
Stop.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
Okay. My last one is someone I unintentionally is in this category. I never like seeked out to find their filmography, but I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I actually watched a good portion of this. Dakota Johnson.
Mm.
I have watched all 3 50 Shades movies. It's fine. But that's what sparked my phase. And then I started watching, I think around the same time, How to Be Single came out. And if you haven't watched that, go watch it. It's so funny.
It's good.
And then, so I watched that. I watched The Lost Daughter. I watched something else on the list that I watched that I unintentionally. Oh, no, that was intentional. I watched Black Mass for her. Black Mass is a true crime story about Whitey Bulger. I
was going to say, is it a pirate show? No. But it's not.
Nope, it's about a gang. Like the mafia.
Nice.
Yeah. I've also watched all her interviews, so like that's enough to put her in this category. Yeah. And also, I know she's not like a mom, but
she can be an honorary one.
She's an honorary one.
Well, no, she's dating Chris Martin. He has kids. She's a stepmom.
I didn't know he had kids. Okay, yeah, no, stepmom. Okay, cool.
Yeah, his daughter's name is Apple.
Moving on. Yeah, she was at the Met last night, and I'm like, damn, you're so pretty. And every single, like, look I see her in, I think she kind of slays. And I love her just, like, everyday casual wardrobe. And every time I go shopping, I want to recreate her looks. But then I remember I'm broke, and I can't afford a new wardrobe. So that squashes that idea. But I love her. Yeah.
Next category is you are 25% of my camera roll. I'm gonna keep up with the theme of not actually technically a MILF. She's a cat mom. Miss Kate Walsh. I love this woman with every fiber of my being. She's the reason I dyed my hair red. Not that you can tell because it needs to be done. I love her. She exudes the most crackhead energy ever. I'm kind of obsessed with it. Just Addison is such a comfort character for me too. Like, I've rewatched her seasons of Grey's Anatomy so many times. And I love her. That's all I can say, really. I love her. And I kind of wanted to put her in, I watched a good bit of your filmography. But all I can really think of that I've watched is Grey's and Private Practice. And then I think I watched her scenes in this Will Ferrell movie. But I either A, can't find stuff she's done, or B, am not interested in some of it. Like, I'm not interested in the Umbrella Academy. I don't think
I didn't even know she was in that.
Yeah. It's like, I kind of want to watch that for her, but, like, I'm just like, I don't think I'd be into it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? I kind of just like her as a person. I think we'd be friends. I could literally put her in a vibe with you because I genuinely think we'd be friends.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm confidently stating that Kate Walsh and I would be friends.
I love that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
My first one in this category. Oh, I only have two in this category.
Me too.
And I wish this character can be moved up, and she should be. Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah.
This woman needs to be in more things that I can find in the U.S.
Yes.
I know she's in Sex Education.
Where is she in Sex Education?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. Literally, the only thing I've ever watched her in was Ted Lasso. But I've watched Ted Lasso like 3 times now. So.
True.
But she's so pretty. And the pipes on this woman, phenomenal.
You can't even find, like, performances from her either, which is so hard. Or I can't.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to send you one. Because when I was scrolling before, I found one of her Broadway performances that I tweeted. So good. So good. She was supposed to perform at the Stephen Sondheim thing, but she's sick.
Anna, we hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better. But can you, like, do makeup and, like, just post it on your Instagram?
Yeah, just post an Instagram.
Yeah.
Better yet, come on the podcast and serenade us.
Yes, please. She would. This woman is so funny, too.
Oh my god, Hannah, please come on the podcast.
No, this
is just us trying to get our faves on the podcast.
No, for real. This is our Women for Women episode.
What could we pitch to her to get her to come on the podcast?
No, we will literally just talk about Jason Sudeikis. And, like, I think 1,000% she would be on board.
Well, we're already convinced we can get Jason on the podcast.
Fair.
So
we can have both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down.
But yeah, no, Miss Waddingham, you are fine as hell. How the world has, like, how were you just brought to me not even a year ago?
Yeah, no, how have we never heard of her?
I know. And I'm, like, apologize. No, like, everything, like, queen of award shows now, like, you're literally hilarious.
Very.
You also just have a banging body.
Yes.
I'm being quite honest.
Also, when I was watching Ted Lasso, all I could focus on was, like, she could crush my head between her freaking arms. Like,
dude, no, she's, like,
ripped.
6 foot, ripped, like,
dropped her workout routine.
No, for real. I love her. I can't wait for Ted Lasso season 3 so I can, like, thirst all over again. And award show season, so she can sweep that.
Oh, she looks so good at the award shows too. Her wardrobe game never misses.
No.
I never thought that I would like a neon baby shit green. She made it work.
No, she did. She really did. That's hard to do.
And the hair and makeup was good too. It's always one or the other, and it worked. It was a 3-star all around the board. Well, 5 stars, but you catch my drift.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not upset.
My next one, she actually probably is 25% of my camera roll. Dana Delaney.
Yes.
I cannot tell you the amount of times that I've probably rewatched season 4 of Desperate Housewives. It's just a comfort season.
Yeah.
I've rewatched it so many times. I also did not expect for her to be my favorite character going into this show. I didn't even know she was in the show. I didn't know who she was before the show, admittedly. But she's my favorite character. And she's only in it for 2.5 seasons plus an episode. So.
But she makes an impact.
She makes such an impact. She has the best mystery. I stand by this.
She does.
I still ship her and Brie. They should have gotten married.
As you should. Even though I love Carl.
Yeah. Yeah. It should have been them, though.
It's okay.
It's okay. They should have had a fling.
They were for it.
They wanted it. Damn Mark Cherry. Yeah. I don't. You know, for a gay man, you would think he wants some more gay representation.
For real.
Very upset. But I haven't seen enough of her filmography to be able to put her up higher, but I feel like she honorarily is there.
Yeah.
Her filmography is so damn hard to find. I can only find Body of Proof. I also watched, I think, her episode of Castle. I think it was Castle. And then she was also in an episode of The L Word. So I also watched her scenes in that. But other than that, I can't find, like, any of her movies. Oh my god, no, wait. I did watch the one movie, Live Nude Girls. Horrible name. Makes it sound like a very dirty movie. It's not. It's basically a slumber party movie. But she's in it with Kim Cattrall. It's amazing. It's so good. I highly recommend that.
But you also watched, what was the one season show that I really wanted to watch because it sounded really good, but I can't find it anywhere.
Oh my god, Pasadena. Maybe I could put her up in. I could put her up one in the I watched video filmography. I forgot that I watched that. I watched that in quarantine. Yeah. That was a good show. If you can find that show,
quarantine,
it's damn good. Yeah. Probably like 2021, but still.
Maybe it's on Friends' website.
Maybe. Actually, I don't think it is. I think I checked. But even, like, I tweeted after I watched it, and she's like, where did you find this?
Yes, I do remember that.
And I'm like, girl, Canada. You gotta come to Canada, and we can binge it. If you can ever find Pasadena, watch it. It has got the most wild plot twists.
Yeah, no,
it's a damn good show. Really good. Wow, I'm sorry, Dana. You should have been moved up into watch a good video filmography, but you fit in both.
She does.
And I love you. And I also think that we'd be friends. And I hope we run into her when I come visit.
She is in New York.
I think so. She's just a homebody. I don't think she ever leaves.
Fair.
I think if we go to, like, a classic cinema movie, she'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Maybe she'll come see a Broadway show with us.
I think she would love that, actually.
She would love that. She would love our podcast. Dana, come on and talk about movies with us.
Yes.
Again, trying to get every single person we talk about on this podcast.
Please.
I will pay you myself. I don't have much, but I'll try.
Okay. My next one is Leah Remini.
Yeah.
This girl is so stinking funny.
I went through a phase years ago too.
Yeah. I watched King of Queens for her. I do not regret it.
Such a good song.
I also, her reality show with her family should have been way more than 1 or 2 seasons.
That's why I was in a phase.
It was so good. I absolutely loved it. And I think she's so pretty. She's also from Brooklyn, so she's an Italian Brooklyn, New York girl, and you can't beat it. Those are really the only 2 things I've watched her in. I keep meaning to watch second act for her. But I always forget. It's a movie with J-Lo.
I was trying to think. I'm like, I feel like I know what that is.
I've also seen a lot of her interviews, but just like not a lot of her filmography. And just like,
I always forget she's like really good friends with J-Lo too.
yeah. No, they're like besties.
I love that. Oh my god, when J-Lo gets married, we better get some cute ass photos of Leah as a bridesmaid.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can picture like videos she'd have on her phone. There's this one interview where J-Lo and Leah were on James Corden, and it's the funniest fucking thing ever. I watch it constantly. It's like one of my comfort
Let me go add
interviews.
that to my watch later.
Yes, please do. Just their dynamic is everything.
I love that. Our next category though is I see a photo of you and I think you're hot. My first one for this one is Hillary Burton. And again, I said it in a bunch of other podcast episodes. I watched One Tree Hill last year for Peyton. And I guess in turn, Hillary. I have no idea how this started.
Yeah, me either.
I literally don't remember. I don't remember if it was because I was watching Grey's Anatomy, because she's in an episode of that, or if it's because I already followed her husband, and I don't know if he, like, posted about her, and I'm like, oh, they're cute. She's pretty. Let me go, like, become obsessed with her. But I'd always kind of wanted to see One Tree Hill anyway, so it worked out, but I love her. I think she's so cool, too. She's kind of like Jamie Lee Curtis, like, where, like, I love her, but I'm also kind of scared of her in a way. Like, she would 100% call me out if I said anything wrong, which, as she should. But I would be so scared. I'd be like, please, I don't want you to yell at me.
Oh my God.
But, like, also it would be an honor. And, like, I don't know, she's just so cool. Like, that's all I can say about her. She's so cool. Like, she just dyed her hair gray to, like, embrace her gray, and it looks sick.
Interesting.
She's like a tattooed baddie. She has like 2 tattoos. They live on a farm. Her husband is fine as hell.
I did know that.
They have like the cutest freaking kids. Her book is really good. I haven't finished it. I bought it last year and I haven't finished it because I only read in the summer. I love her. I think she's great. And she owns a candy store with Paul Rudd. So,
I did know that.
So it just gets better. She's just great.
I love. My first one is Meryl.
I almost had her on my list too, but then you said you're putting her on yours, so I'm like, okay, I'll let you talk about her.
Yeah, I just have, when we were filming our Mamma Mia episode, we somehow just went through a really downward spiral finding behind the scenes photos of the cast of Mamma Mia. And then I just started
because you're supposed to be looking for outfits or something like that. We were on Pinterest, and that's the best place apparently to find the photos.
Yes, and I just went on this downward spiral then of finding photos of Meryl in like the 80s and the 90s, and in our last episode where we talked about Kramer vs. Kramer, she is so pretty in that movie.
She's gorgeous.
And she, I'm not going to say that Meryl doesn't age because she definitely has aged, but she's aged wonderfully.
Like, beautifully.
Yeah.
Like, she's got to be, she's 70 something. I think she's at least 70.
Wait, how old is Cher? Cher 71 or 72, because Meryl's only a year younger than Cher, so she's definitely in her 70s.
Why did I think Cher was like Cher's 75?
Okay, I'm thinking. So Meryl's
Cher
74.
looks incredible though.
Yeah, Meryl's 74 then.
Wow.
She looks good.
She looks damn good.
Yeah, I mean, how do you hate Meryl? And if you think Meryl's ugly, like, who are you? She's
like, I don't want to say pretty in a unique way because that kind of sounds mean, but like she doesn't look like every other female in Hollywood, which I think is so I think it's her nose. She's got like a very like different, unique
Pointy
kind of nose, and
yeah.
it's so cute.
Well, have you ever heard her?
What?
Have you ever heard her talk about when she wants to go audition for King Kong? Have you ever heard this story?
No.
Or was it King Kong? I don't remember.
That would
It
make
was
sense because it
something.
was Jessica Lange got it, and they're, I think, probably around the same age.
Okay. So she auditioned for King Kong, and the director of King Kong was Italian or something. Someone was Italian there. And either the director's son or grandson bought Meryl to her because he like thought Meryl was going to be the next big thing. And in Italian, the father goes, why do you bring me such an ugly girl?
What?
Watch the interview.
Imagine calling Meryl Streep ugly.
I wish I knew it in time. It's like, okay, close up Ruta. Like, why do you bring me just this ugly girl? There's an interview of it. Add that to your watch list. It's a Graham Norton interview.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hold on, I will find this.
It's the perfect definition of that. Meryl is like a unique, beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's her elongated face as well.
Okay, I don't want to say, like, I don't want this to come off wrong. I've always, like, thought she kind of, like, reminded me of a deer in a way. Like, very, like, soft features, very, like, doe-like eyes.
Okay, I can see.
She has, like, little freckles. I don't know, I just get that vibe. She's so pretty, though.
No,
she always has great hair, too.
Always.
Yeah. And she has a really pretty smile.
She does.
We love Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep, I think, is the only one we might not be able to get on the podcast. I don't think she'd want to hang out with us.
Meryl's got better things to do than hang out with us, unfortunately.
You know, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at her, like, filmography because I'm like, okay, so if she didn't get King Kong, which probably would have been, like, her first big thing, if that was, like, one, like, the beginning of her career, the first one that actually sounds like something I know is Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
That was.
And then after that, I think Sophie's Choice is what kind of like launched her.
Yeah.
Which I will never watch, but.
I don't want to watch it, but it seems pretty fucked.
Yeah. Anyway, we love you, Meryl Streep. If you don't like Meryl Streep, I do not trust you. It's like impossible to dislike her.
Yes, it is.
She's so funny too.
She is. I love her.
If you don't like her, go watch Mamma Mia and your life will be changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess speaking of Mamma Mia, my next one is Christine Baranski.
Love. Queen.
Another one you can't not like. Looks damn good. She just turned 70 yesterday. Nope. Yeah. Yesterday as of the time we're filming this.
Yes.
She looks so good.
She does.
I've always loved her, really. Like, she's always been my favorite in Mamma Mia as well. Like, as a kid, I always loved Tanya. She was my favorite. It still stands. I don't know. I haven't seen really any of her filmography besides, like, The Grinch and The Good Wife. That I can think of. But I love her.
Bad Mom's Christmas.
Bad Mom's Christmas. She's the best part.
Yeah.
That movie's amazing. I'm sorry. I want to go rewatch that. I wish it wasn't a Christmas movie. But, I love her.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say. She's amazing.
Iconic. Yeah.
She's so pretty.
She is. And the pipes.
She's another one who has a really cool, like, interesting voice to me. I don't know what it is. I just like her voice.
Yeah, no. She does.
She's got, like, a unique speaking voice.
She does.
Yeah. I love her. Maybe she'd hang out with us. I doubt it, but.
We could sing The Ladies Who Lunch.
Oh my gosh, let's do it.
Oh. Again. Okay. My next one is Kelly Rutherford, who she was in Melrose Place, and I loved her in Melrose Place. And obviously, I know probably the next big thing she's on is Gossip Girl. I just refuse to watch Gossip Girl. So
Yeah.
I think she's gorgeous in every single photo I see of her.
Oh, absolutely.
But I just can't put myself to go through Gossip Girl. But let me tell you, I think
You know what? We sit through Riverdale.
I could.
We can't do. I can't do Gossip Girl.
I know. I mean, I've watched episodes.
I've watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched episodes.
And like I could probably just fast forward to the scenes of her and I don't even know what the ship name's called. Because I see like fan camp. Roughly. Would
it be Roofly because his name is Rufus?
Oh, maybe it's Roofly.
It probably makes more sense.
Yeah, it does. Because the fan cams I see of them are kind of cute.
Yeah.
But I can't go through watching it. But I love Kelly. She's gorgeous, especially in the 90s. Especially in the 90s. Once again, watch Melrose Place for her. Watch Melrose Place for the woman, honestly.
Yeah.
But the women are everything.
Sorry, speaking of, I was talking earlier how Jamie Lee Curtis hypes up everybody. She's posting about Jane Fonda. She like full on screenshotted Jane Fonda's Instagram post and posted it on her own.
I love it.
And her caption is influencer in all caps.
Okay, queen.
I'm sorry, I love her. My next one, Linda Cardellini. I watched Dead to Me last year or the year before.
It was last year.
Which I don't know why it was the first time I've ever seen it. It's incredible. Go watch that. I love her. Like, she's so cute. And I don't know. There's just something about her. There are not enough interviews of her as well. Like, I tried looking for them, and there's just not. I watched Daddy's Home for her, which was actually kind of good. Admittedly. I could not get through the sequel, though. There was something else Scooby-Doo, obviously. Like, I don't know. There's just something about her. She has a really pretty smile, too. Another one I feel like we could be friends.
Yeah.
My toxic trait is thinking that I'd be friends with every single celebrity I like.
Fair.
But, yeah, I also want to, Freaks and Geeks is also on my list. And it's a really short watch. Like, it's only one season, and I think it's, like, 9 episodes or something like that.
I always think
actually maybe it's more.
Is, like, multiple seasons, but it's not.
It's not, which is weird, but I want to watch that one for her. Jenna just watched that. Shout out Jenna. We haven't shouted her out in a while. But hey, girl, she just watched it. She said it was really good, so I do plan on checking that out. Yeah. I'm also so excited for Dead to Me season 3.
Yes, I wish there was another one, but whatever. More seasons.
I want them to get together, but it's totally fine.
For real.
Just give me a spin-off after.
Oh my god, yes. But they should.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. My next one is Emily Blunt, which I kind of forgot I went through a phase with her. I didn't watch a lot of people, but I remember looking at her filmography and wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
But I do have a few photos of her. I
think I went through a phase of just like watching her interviews with John because I think they're adorable and they're so funny together.
Yeah. Maybe it was I think Mary Poppins Returns sparked it. And I think I wanted to watch The Quiet Place, but I never did because I'm really bad at paying attention during watching things while I watch things. And clearly with The Quiet Place, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
So, but I did watch a lot of her and John's interviews. And I think she's so funny too. And she gets so like awkward when people start complimenting her, and it's so cute.
She's so
they
pretty.
also live in New York, and why have I not run into them?
Wow.
I need to find the addresses of these people in a non-stalkerish kind of way.
Yeah, not in a creepy way, just to like walk by and be like, you know what? Yeah. Maybe we'll see them walking around the block.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Just, like, run into them casually at, like, Trader Joe's or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where all the celebrities shop. I'm not American.
No, I think so. I'm sure they go to, like, their coffee shop down the block.
Probably.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I just have a few photos of Emily on my camera roll. Just a few.
Fair. My next one, she was for a time in the watched a good bit of your filmography. She still could be there. It's Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Everyone, I think, has seen her filmography. She's just, like, so accessible. Like, The Proposal, Speed, like, she's just in so many, like, big movies. Ocean's 8, like, she's just kind of always there.
Yeah.
So it's, like, hard not to see her filmography. But I kind of, like, recently went back into, like, a little mini Sandra phase for about a week after I saw The Lost City. I just watched so many of her interviews, especially her Ellen interviews. I think they're so funny.
Yeah.
It's Sandra Bullock. You can't not like Sandra Bullock.
For real.
I love watching her Oscar speech as well. It makes me cry.
Yeah, it's good.
I love her. Also, quite possibly the best hair ever.
Oh, yeah.
She has incredible hair.
She does.
Like, it makes me want to grow my hair out so long and then get it, like, permanently straightened. Because it's always just, like, so, like, sleek and straight. And, like, even when it's messy, it looks good. And I'm just so jealous. Like, how does she do it? I love her. That's all I gotta say.
And she has range.
She has range. The Blind Side, top tier.
No, for real.
Deserved all the praise. And then you give her something like All About Steve, which is apparently one of the worst movies ever. And I'm like, how bad can it be? So I started it and I did not finish it because it sucks.
Stop.
And she admits it. Oh my god. My favorite story about her is that it got nominated for a Razzie. I think you know what the Razzies are. All About Steve came out got nominated the same year that The Blind Side came out. So she got her Oscar for The Blind Side and then came to the Razzie ceremony and won for Worst Actress and brought her Oscar on stage.
Iconic.
I love her. I think she's so funny. Also, just like going back and watching Ocean's 8 cast interviews is everything.
Oh my god, I
love
Like
nothing is funnier. It's so good. Yeah.
I love her and Sarah Paulson together too.
Oh my god.
And they need to be in more together.
Her and Sarah Paulson or her and Cate Blanchett.
Yes.
Because I think Kate just kind of like flirts with everybody and it's so funny because they think they just kind of like work off of each other and it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this my last one? I think it is. Yeah.
Like for that category?
Yeah, for this category.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I have one more in my last category. Like,
oh no. I got one more in this category. It's Jane Krakowski. I watched 30 Rock a while ago just because I needed a comedy.
I think it's on my list.
I like it better than The Office, even though it's still kind of the same vibe as The Office, I feel like.
Yeah, but it has a better cast.
Exactly. Jane's like a triple threat. Jane can sing, act, and dance.
She's in Modern Family.
I love it.
She's not in a lot, but she's funny when she's in it.
Yeah.
She's like constantly being a rival of Sofia Vergara, which is just even better.
Stop.
It's so good.
I love it. Oh my god. Okay. But she's not in a lot right now. She's doing her own
the game show.
Yeah, she's on the game show now. I can't think of the game show.
Name that tune.
The tune? Okay.
Yeah, my family watched it.
Stop. I love it. But she's so pretty, and I wish she was in more. I definitely haven't watched a lot of her filmography. I think the only thing I've really watched her in is 30 Rock. But I'm so mad that I didn't see her on Broadway because I really wanted to. Oh, she was supposed to be in Annie Live when they did it this past December, which was being filmed like 15 minutes from my house. and I was gonna go be in the live audience because they were giving away tickets, and then she got COVID, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not going anymore. I was literally gonna go just for her.
That's so sad.
I know. Just there's
I like her carpool karaoke as well.
Yes, even though she knew none of the words to any of the songs.
But that's what makes it even better.
I know.
Oh my god, just realizing she was in Modern Family, and in the carpool karaoke, she was with Jesse.
Yeah.
I don't know if they actually shared any scenes in Modern Family, but it's there anyway.
I'm sure they're friends still.
Yeah, they have to be.
I'm trying to think of what else I've watched her in. I feel like there's more.
I didn't really know she had much of a filmography.
I don't really think she'd... Oh, I watched Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt for her. Okay, I can maybe bump her up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she was in the Flintstones.
Who was she in the... Was she Betty?
Yeah. Oh, Everwood is the one that Marsha Cross was in, and apparently Jane was in it too.
Love that.
Yeah, other than that, I haven't really watched much that she's in, but I still love her. Can she please be in more? Oh, I did want to watch Dickinson just for her, but I couldn't do it.
I won't watch that.
Oh, she was in Schmigadoon, which, if you've never seen Schmigadoon, you're clearly not a hardcore Broadway stan, and that's fine. But yeah, no, she's in so much. She's been on so much on Broadway. Catherine, please come back. Yeah, Catherine. Oh my God. Jane, please come back. Yeah. Okay, that was my last one for this category.
What's the last one?
It's just I vibe with you.
I just vibe with you. I only have one here. I have two. I did have two. I took the other one off because, like, I don't know. Like, I stand like I don't stand, so I'm just not even gonna put them. But I'm putting Leslie Mann here because I think it's because I watched The Other Woman.
Oh, yes.
I feel like that's where it came from. I just think she's so funny.
She is.
And I, like, went through such a phase where I was, like, watching everything she's in because I just think she's hilarious. Honestly, just thinking about it now, she probably could be up higher because I watched How to Be Single for her.
Yeah.
I watched This Is 40, which is so long for no reason also, by the way. And I just, like, came across a video the other day of her and her husband doing the Wired autocomplete interview where they answer the questions.
Yeah.
And that's really funny. Like, I just think they're so funny. I think she's so funny. Another one whose voice I just find very interesting, too. Like, it's so, like, high-pitched. It's very cute. And she's so pretty. She looks great, too.
She does.
I think she's, like, mid-40s, which isn't old, but, like, she looks incredible. She looks like she's, like, 30.
Yeah, I love her Jergens commercials. I don't know if you have those in Canada.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she does Jergens commercials in America, and they're kind of funny. It's just a very dry sense of humor.
No, I love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had two for this category, and one's a Broadway star. Her name is Jessie Mueller, and
She waitress.
Yeah.
I knew that name for some reason.
So I didn't actually see Jessie Mueller in Waitress, but I literally watched every single interview and slime story that I could find of her. Why I went through this phase, I'm not entirely sure.
Didn't everybody go through a phase of, like, Waitress, and specifically the Waitress cast?
Maybe.
I think everyone around me did. Like, everybody was obsessed with Waitress.
Waitress was definitely big.
That's honestly, like, the one show I just, like, I get the hype around Broadway. I never got the hype around that one.
No, I got her performance of She Used to Be Mine.
She Used to Be Mine is incredible.
Yeah.
That is, like, the one Broadway song, like, I actually do listen to.
Also, do you know who Keala Settle is? She was in The Greatest Showman. And she sings This Is Me. Okay. I
think so, then.
Okay, she originated one of the roles in Waitress, and I think that's what really got her start.
Okay. She's a bearded lady in this. Okay.
then my last one is Cher.
Cher.
I love Cher.
You can't not. It's a crime not to.
I think
She's
Cher would be
royalty.
a great friend. I saw the Cher show.
Cher would 100% be a good friend.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get drunk with Cher.
Me too. That's why I don't think Cher drinks.
Okay, well, if she did, she'd be so fun to get drunk
She
with.
would. I think I saw the Cher show 6 or 7 times. I went to her concert. It's actually the 3-year anniversary of me going to her concert, and I lived my best life there. I also do a Cher impression.
It's really good. I can attest to that.
Thank you. I will not be doing it here because it only comes out when I sing "I Got You, Babe," and other than that, it's not. I can do the hair.
Oh my
flip
god,
though.
I can do the Sunny part. You can do the Cher part.
Thank you. Yes, we can. Not
Okay.
on here though.
When you pick me up from the airport, that'll be
Yeah.
it too.
Sounds good. I love Burlesque. It's one of my favorite movies, probably because of Cher and Stanley.
And I was gonna say, and Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, Cher's just an icon.
Cher's like your Celine. Like my
Yes.
Celine is your Cher.
Yes, definitely.
I also really want to duet of the two of them, but it's fine. Right? I'm pretty sure Celine has done an impression of Cher before. I don't think it was good.
I don't
But
think their
she
voices
tried.
would complement each other though. That's my only thing.
No, they wouldn't, but it'd be so fun to see.
Yeah. Damn. For a charity event, maybe? At
Oh
Cher.
my god, yes.
Please.
A Pride one. Because everybody always says Cher and Celine are the mother of the gays.
They are.
We're pitching this.
Oh, I was gonna be like, oh my god, can they come to Pride Parade? And I think you'd be here. I don't think the Pride Parade is when you're here. That is the end of my list, or at least what I can think of. I'm sure there's plenty, and I'm sure if you follow me on Twitter, you know there's plenty more.
Yeah. There will probably be a new one next week.
Honestly, yeah. There's a lot of shows I gotta watch, so new ones might be coming. I could have added Sharon Stone.
I have Laura Dern on here.
Oh, Queen.
Because I love
Grace.
her. But I haven't really stand her. I just
Yeah. That's
Jurassic
Reese
Park.
Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston was almost on my list as well.
Yeah.
She's kind of like Sandra Bullock, where you just can't not like her. Her filmography is so accessible. She's in one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows. The script's right there. Yeah. Yeah, there are definitely a bunch we could have added, but I think we covered the ones that we love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, clearly.
Yeah. I still feel like I'm missing someone on my list.
Same.
It's totally fine. That's it. Happy Milf Appreciation Day.
Milf Appreciation Day. I think that's what they should rename Mother's Day. Milf
I think so
Appreciation
too.
Day.
I think so too. We'll also I think we'll be doing a Dilf Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the same tier.
Yeah, that might be a little bit shorter too.
Because there is only one Dilf who has my heart.
I got a few.
I have a few too, but there's one who ranks supreme among them all. So. But stay tuned for that.
But yeah.
But thank you for joining us on this episode of Enter the Fangirls. You can keep up with us on social media. Our Twitter is Enter Fangirls, and our YouTube and Instagram are Enter the Fangirls.
Make sure you follow us wherever you listen to your podcast, and we can't wait for you to join us on our next episode. Once again, I'm Lexie.
I'm Sam, and this has been Enter the Fangirls.